Hello there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are having a look at November 2024 for you singles out there looking for new love. We have a lot of brand new, fresh energy coming in here in the month of November. On the first day of the month, we've got a new moon in the sign of Scorpio, and on the very last day of the month, on the 30th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. So this can be really exciting for change, transformation in our love's lives, our outlook on love, and of course, opening some doors, opening some portals and pathways to love. So set the intentions with the new moons, get out there. The Sagittarian energy especially is very much encouraging you to get out, have some fun, try some new things, meet some new people. Maybe you might even meet somebody by taking on a creative project or learning something new. That can always be kind of fun, especially if it's like in person, right? The new moon in Scorpio at the very beginning of the month, ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is in your sign at the very last degree. So this can really pack a power punch for you. And of course, Pluto is in a forward direct motion now. So for you guys, though, Pluto has been in your sign for a while, retrograde for the last little while. So it's probably had an impact on you, on your personal goals. Perhaps something in your career path, something to do with your money may have been affected, or maybe your workplace. So maybe you've been distracted a little bit on your path to love, but Pluto is leaving your sign. Hallelujah. On the 19th, Pluto parks itself in Aquarius for the next 20 years or so. And so this should be a welcome sigh of relief for you. So hopefully things will start to speed up a little bit. The doors will open for you, and we are very much welcoming in some positive change for you guys. All right. We do have a full moon in the middle of the month on the 15th, a full moon in Taurus. Look back 6 months ago to the new moon in Taurus. What were your intentions? What new things were you starting? What were you trying to change or, heal from your life, right? And this is all clues as to what that full moon might mean for you. But Taurus rules our money house, our second house. And so there could be something coming to fruition for you with your money, with your income. Maybe you're finding some financial freedom, and perhaps you're having an increase in money. But Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and beauty and wonderful things. And so you could certainly be attracting love into your life at that time, or maybe even closing a chapter, closing a cycle, and you're ready for new love, like once and for all. Send it my way. We have a dragonfly coming out for you guys first. Absolutely wonderful. I love the dragonfly energy. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Absolutely beautiful energy. This is a time of rebirth for you here, Capricorn, right? You have had that Plutonian energy in your sign for quite a while. You had a little bit of a reprieve earlier in the year, and then it went back in. So this is certainly bringing you about some very wonderful, positive rebirth, some growth, whether spiritual, heart space energies activated, all kinds of wonderful things. So dragonflies do bring in wonderful things for you. That is a card number 8. 8 does represent Scorpio energy, and with the eighth house ruled by Pluto. So this Plutonian shift for you and this new moon in Scorpio could really help you to bring in some new things into your life or see your future in a new way, right? So very beautiful energy there for you. Remember to remain flexible and adaptable. This is the key. All right. We have plane energy here for you. Are you going on vacation? A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full, wonderful. Planes, of course, take us places, right? Represents a trip, travel, forward movement. Okay. So whether you're planning a trip somewhere, maybe going on vacation to have some fun, you could potentially meet someone there. Maybe it's just a little bit of R&R that you've needed for a while, and it's finally getting a little bit of a break. And this is kind of where you can kind of reset, regroup, refocus, and renew, and prepare yourself for the next stage of your adventure. You could meet somebody that has recently relocated to your neighborhood, to your city, to your town, and this could potentially be a love interest. So anything involving a plane can be highlighted for you guys. we have here the Five of Water coming in here for you as your main energy. Now, the Five of Water is the Five of Cups energy. And what we're doing with this particular one here is we are really embracing some positive change. There's healing energy that's coming in here. We're processing some feelings, processing some emotions, but we are ultimately turning things around and looking forward to the new. Okay, the Five of Water, the Five of Cups, we traditionally have 3 cups spilled over, but 2 still standing. Okay, so anything that hasn't been working, anything old, anything that has been causing us sadness, grief, pain, anything we've been holding on to, we are releasing that, we're processing that, and we are looking to those 2 standing cups, the love, the partnerships, the possibilities, the potential. The Five of Water does also remind us that not everything always goes our way. Sometimes we do have no, sometimes we do have disappointments, or we do have those things that don't work out, but trust that for every door that closes, there is another one that's opening for us. And so process emotions as we need to, and then look to that future. Okay, there could certainly be some indication there that there's some very positive change for you guys. Oh, we've got 2. Thank you. So the blessings headed your way. Let me just pull the rest of these cards out there. Put that one there. Thank you. Oh, and those 2 there. Okay, great. So the blessings hanging your way, headed your way, is the Hanged Man. Okay, now why is the Hanged Man a blessing, right? We don't usually look at the Hanged Man in a love situation or looking for new love as a blessing, because we're not doing anything, right? It's like, well, I feel stuck. Taking a break, taking a step back, surrendering, letting go, okay, and stepping into the flow of the universe is your blessing. Opening your heart, opening your mind, seeing the potential, seeing the possibilities. This is what brings you enlightenment. This is what brings you a sense of anything is possible. All right. Also, our blessing is in patience. All right, patience is very much a virtue. We always quite do want things right here, right now, and but that doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes we need to take a step back and say, okay, universe, I have set my intentions for love. You know what I'm looking for. I'm just going to sit back here. I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm going to keep an open heart, and I'm ready for action when I need to take some action there, but I'm just going to let you do your thing, right? And sometimes that is just such a wonderful, wonderful state of mind. Now, there is enlightenment that does come in with the Hanged Man as well. So you could certainly get like an aha moment that comes in, and it's typically in those moments of quiet, in those moments of solitude where nothing else seems to be happening. And remember, we do have the dragonfly energy, which can quite often be very spiritual growth, the Hanged Man, right? We can get that enlightenment coming in. So you could have quite a few things going on other than just looking for love. And sometimes we do have a shift of energy within us, and this kind of can really empower us, right? And this can also kind of change how we look at love or the possibilities of love. So it could really be putting you in a better kind of energy, a better kind of mindset there. But we also do have the Nine of Earth as a blessing headed your way this month as well. And so this is really wonderful. The Nine of Earth is a successful completion of something, right? And of course, it's earth energy. So it's coins, pentacles energy, right? So, and this can certainly represent that by taking some time out and treating yourself well, you are doing yourself a favor. So this can certainly be in relation to the plane energy, where some of you may decide that you're going to take a trip somewhere. Now, maybe you don't actually get on a plane, right? This is metaphorical as well, right? Going on a journey of your soul, a healing journey. Or maybe you are taking some time out, taking a break, taking some time off work, because the Nine of Earth, you've been working hard, you've achieved something, you've got a good sense of who you are, a good sense of your self-worth. And it's like, okay, you know what? I need to take a few days off. So maybe you don't necessarily travel anywhere. You might go on a little road trip, hop in the car for a couple of days or something. Or maybe you just have a staycation. You have a nice quiet, do nothing, hangman, do nothing kind of week off at home. And maybe this is where you kind of get a little bit more social. You go out, you meet people, meet up with some friends that you haven't seen for a while, or maybe you just take it easy. And this is where that shift happens for you, because why? Because you've quieted things down. And so this can really benefit you in some ways. So taking time out in some capacity can really help you on your love life, right? Believe it or not. Okay. And again, it just feels like a big shift. But the Nine of Earth is about an accomplishment, it's success and abundance, and it's independence. It's like, I've done this on my own, and I'm going to celebrate my success. I'm going to treat myself to something nice. So practicing self-love, self-care, right? Celebrating your success. Okay. And again, like I said, we've had Pluto in your sign retrograde for a while, and now direct. Okay. So up until the 19th of November, when Pluto goes into Aquarius. And so this is where you could actually be recognizing some accomplishments that you've made. And we do sometimes need to take a step back for that, to really recognize those things. But you could actually have some money or something like that coming in. And this can be super exciting for you, right? And this is what may allow you to shift your focus. And we do have real world things that sometimes take priority over finding love in our life, right? We're practical about these things. So whatever your situation happens to be, there is this energy of taking a step back, looking at that big picture, treating ourselves well, doing something nice for yourself, but also just stepping into the flow of things. We're not resisting any energy, and we are open to pretty much anything, right? We're flexible, and we're like, all right, Mr. Universe, bring this on. We have the Three of Fire, and the Three of Fire is our challenge energy for the month ahead. Now, it's a really positive card typically, okay, but it is one that can potentially carry with it some procrastination. All right, the Three of Fire is the Three of Wands energy. It's like, I have an idea. I'm looking for something new. I know what I want. I've made some decisions. Now I'm open and I'm ready to make some moves, to take some action. But I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for my ship to come in. And sometimes when we get in this energy, it's like we are waiting for perfection, and we sometimes like overthink and overanalyze something. So when on our quest for something absolutely perfect, we sometimes can miss out on the opportunity that has a lot of potential, right? And or we procrastinate, we don't do anything. It's like, no, you know what? It's not quite what I'm looking for, or not quite right. And we don't always know that when it comes to love. We've got to trust the energy, right? We've got to trust the energy and the connection, and then hop on board and see where that leads us. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind, right? Because the path forward really is clear in this energy. Okay. So maybe there's something where you just need to get yourself in a good mindset. There could be, there could be that you do want to move, or you do want to travel. The Three of Fire can sometimes be an energy of travel, right? So you could have some travel plans that change. And those fated events, the universe works in mysterious ways. So your travel plans could change, and maybe you find yourself stuck in the airport bar or something like that with a curious and intriguing stranger, right? You just never know. Or you do go, you do need a vacation, and you're trying to figure out how to make that happen. But the Three of Fire is one where, we really do need to get prepared to move forward and to step into something new, or to make that bold move. And so, with this energy, sometimes, it's a little challenging to do that and to put ourselves out there. And that's your challenge, putting yourself out there. So if you're not already putting yourself out there for love, maybe you need to change direction, right? Maybe you do need to put yourself out there. If you are already out there, right? Maybe you do need to change direction and do something a little bit different. And certainly that new moon in Sagittarius at the end of the month would help you in that regard, right? So it could be a month for you that's kind of like split in half. where the first half of the month you are reflecting, you're going deep, you're wrapping up something in your world that's really important to you. And then the second half of the month is where you feel like the pressure valve has been released and you feel a little bit better. You feel more optimistic, and this is where things may happen. So you could just potentially have like some delays there, right? Where it's like first we have inaction and then we spring into action. So when we've got a card in the challenge position, it's something that's a delay, something that we need to work through, something that is creating an obstacle in our path that we need to maneuver through, we need to work through. And also sometimes be something that catches us off guard, because depending on how you like surprises, right? A surprise, even a positive and exciting one, can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes, right? Because it's like the unexpected, and you're a little planner there, Capricorn, a lot of the time. So maybe the unexpected doesn't always float your boat. And so this kind of makes you like, oh my God, I just don't like surprises, right? I like to have a plan. I like to have things laid out. But the Three of Fire says, I've got a little bit of a plan, but I'm also kind of going in with the flow, right? And so you may just need to step out of your comfort zone just a little bit. We have the Six of Fire, your advice from Spirit. Got a lot of forward momentum coming here for you. So again, if you've been feeling like you've been stuck, there's a reason for it. Okay, there's something going on. The universe is aligning things for you, but there is this forward momentum. So the Six of Fire is about being in the spotlight, letting yourself be seen, celebrating your success, overcoming obstacles, and it's smooth sailing ahead for you. So trust the process. Trust that the changes that you've been making or the changes you've been going through are beneficial for you, because ultimately these have this has been challenging times for you. You've gone through some battles. The Nine of Fire shows that you are wrapping up a cycle. So celebrate where you're at, celebrate your successes, even celebrate the things that didn't go your way, because you've learned from them, you've grown from them, and now you're ready to move forward, like in a big way, right? Again, forward moving energy. But the Six of Fire, right? You are about to shine here. You are getting seen, and this is one of victory, of celebration, and being in that proverbial spotlight. So maybe you don't like to necessarily be in the spotlight, but it's certainly your time to shine here, Capricorn, right? So you deserve it, okay? You've probably been through some very interesting times, right? And it's about time the doors open for you for love, and these doors are opening for you. Again, the Hanged Man showing up here shows that, either you've already been experiencing some sort of delays and things, right? So things are about to shift for you, but also no matter where you're at on your journey, on your quest for love, okay, patience is the key. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you may not necessarily be aware of. In the meantime, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Try new things is always the key. Getting outside, right? The Three of Fire, what are you waiting for? Okay. Your blocks, your obstacles, your path is clear. All right. Let your friends help you. So perhaps if you are a little bit unsure, or a little bit at a loss for where to meet someone new, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, okay? A lot of times our friends know us quite well, quite often, and, maybe your friend says, well, maybe if you don't want to go on a blind date, I've got someone that I think you'd like. Maybe a more casual environment like a happy hour, or, a house party or something like that may be a little bit easier to mingle, right? That kind of thing. But, sometimes we do have friends or acquaintances that can be really helpful in our quest for love. We have playfulness here as well. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. When we are out there, we're having fun, we're smiling, we're laughing. Our energy is so heightened and it's so positive, right? And we're putting joy and happiness out into the universe, and we're attracting it back. So try and do something fun to meet new people. Maybe you take like an art class, or maybe you want to learn to do like pottery or something like that. I saw some really cool videos on glass making, and I'm like, wow, that looks really fascinating. And unfortunately, I did look into it, and the places anywhere near me are incredibly expensive. But maybe I'll still try to find a way to make that happen. But it looks like fun, right? And all kinds of interesting people that are involved in stuff like that. But the point is that doing something fun, something creative, something you're interested in that involves like a group of people or something like that could also be a key to meeting someone new, right? And maybe you just strike up a conversation with somebody, and maybe they're like, hey, you know what? I have a friend that you would really get along with. You just never know what kind of doors you may open along your path. We have healing family issues there as well. So again, some of you may have something that you've been focused on rather than love. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, so healing family issues. And sometimes we do have things from the past, right? Again, Pluto is very much active still in your sign until just past mid-month mark this month. And Pluto does bring up issues for healing, right, out of the shadows. And so you could potentially recognize something, some familial pattern or belief system around yourself and love that does come up, or that you're already aware of, and you're like, what? I gotta let this go. Hanged man, I've got to release this thing so that I can move forward. And we can heal, and we can look at things differently. So there could be something there. And especially if you come from a household where maybe you didn't have the happiest childhood, or your parents fought all the time, or maybe your parents got divorced, and maybe you're from like a blended family and things like that. So they do carry wounds sometimes there, right? So sometimes we need to recognize that you don't have to repeat those patterns, and we can cleanse, and we can heal from that so that we can move forward in a better and different direction for ourselves. So so that could be something that some of you do have going on. But otherwise, though, our path forward for finding love is pretty clear. Okay, so this is the time of change, of transformation. Work with the new moon energy to bring in something new, change your life, change your direction, right? I love the new energy that's coming in here for you. So really, it's your time to step into that spotlight and attract and find the love that you deserve. I'm going to leave all that there, you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, subscribe. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.